What's up? We here. It's me, EB. Welcome to Let E Be Honest. I'm gonna get right to it. Episode 2 tonight. Maybe, probably, possibly, might ruffle a little felt. You know what? I'm gonna skip all that. Don't care. My views as an African American, black, however you want to label me, my views as an African American military veteran in today's dynamic and society. Let's get into it. Disclaimer. I'm not a politician. I'm not into politics, and I don't talk politics at all. People have asked me why. My answer is, in all my years of wearing the uniform, whoever was the commander-in-chief at that time, respect. Whether Democrat or Republican, whomever the commander-in-chief was at the time, respect. Another disclaimer. It's okay to have opinions. It's okay to have feelings, personal feelings. It's okay to support one side or the other. That's fine. I have friends, relatives, battle buddies on both sides. What's the old saying? It's the American way. But is it really? Over the last week, we've had a substantial event. Former President of the United States was convicted on some charges. Okay, that's fine. I posted something on my Facebook that may make you think that I might be happy that he got convicted, but that's not what it means. So allow me to explain. I'm just sitting in the middle looking at both sides and all. But one side is no different from the other. You're both American people. But this is where it differentiates. You have the freedom of voice and expression to do whatever it is you want, but make sure you know exactly where it came from. I don't have to speak on it. I don't know the people personally, but the upside down flag. Okay. It's your choice to use it however you want. However, according to the flag code, an upside down flag represents a moment of distress, dire need, or danger. Or words to that effect. Probably not verbatim, but you get it. It does not mean, oh my God, America is in distress. That's not what it means. It's being used as that, and that's okay. That's your right. Does not bother me. This is what bothered me. The PTPers. And we're not getting that from ESPN, baby. I call them part-time patriots. Allow me to explain. You can take a symbol and you can use it for something that you stand for. Now let's rewind history a little bit. But a young man, essentially, due to a combination of football abilities and the fact that he kneeled during the national anthem, essentially lost his job. That's fine. Back then, I supported it as his freedom of speech to do whatever it is he wants. Today, I support it as these people's freedom of speech to do it however they want. But there are a select few who's doing it, but also had the nerve and the gall to tell this man, if you don't like it, go back to Africa. It's a bit hypocritical, right? Now, again, I'm just watching it from the sidelines. I'm neutral. But I see you. I see you. For you, it's not about innocence or guilt. For you, it's not about who the president was or whatever. Everybody is screaming corruption. That's fine. That's not why I'm here. This is my views. Sometimes I see people act a certain way and I'm flat out ashamed. And people ask me, what do you miss the most about your time in the uniform? What I miss the most is the people I stood next to, I went down range with, I came back with. But a lot of my friends didn't come back. They gave their life for this. They gave their life so you can be a part-time patriot. They gave their life so that you may be a hypocrite. They gave their life so you may have a lack of support for your fellow American, regardless of what they look like, regardless of what they stand for, regardless of what they believe in. They have just as much as right as the opposite person who believes something totally opposite to believe what they want, to stand for what they want. But then everybody wants to say this is the land of opportunity. For who? Because not so long ago, even I was walking somewhere and I was profiled because, let's just face it, I'm black. Don't clutch your purse. I don't want it. I'm not a criminal. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm just passing by. I don't want your belongings. You had to get it from somewhere. By now, I'm used to it. And you know what really bothers me the most? It's not even me. My children get it just as bad because they are of African American and Native American descent. And they still want to believe that this is an innocent world, that everybody they come in contact with will be just as friendly as them. Because I teach them to be respectful, regardless. But I also have to tell them everybody you encounter in your life is not your friend. Everybody that smiles in your face don't mean you good. And believe it or not, baby girl, it has nothing to do with you or what you stand for. But it has everything to do with what you look like. And I'm sorry I have to tell you that. And to think, I have battle buddies who no longer have the luxury to be with their families anymore because they gave their life for people like that. That's the shameful part. The proud part, and it's not going to be shocking, the proud part is I can have a conversation with somebody whose beliefs are just as opposite as mine because we went downrange together. We bonded together. We are family. And we can respect one another's opinions and we can hug it out, dap it up, and live to talk another day with no hate, no bias, none of that. That's what's fucking amazing. It's absolutely fucking amazing. Civilians, you will never understand it. You will never comprehend it. How I can sit and break bread with somebody who does not worship God, who is a Wicca, an Asian, an Hispanic, a white man, and I can call each one my brother or my sister. That's the amazing part of my view as a veteran, an African American veteran. I don't regret my time at all. Let's not get it twisted. There is no regret. The regret is that people can't even get along, can't even share an opinion without spewing some type of hate, without making something seem so bad that it's not even worth living. Telling people to get out or nigga this, hunky that, coon this, Sambo that. Why? Why can't we just share honest opinions? The world would be a much better place if we could. And then people ask me, you don't come out much anymore. You don't hang out. Why? It's how I stay safe. It's how I deal with the world. I'm just fine going from point A to point B. I get by just fine. The best thing you can do, love your friends, forgive your enemies. You'll sleep better at night or have no enemies at all. Your fellow man is not your enemy. Some things as a African American military veteran, I'll never understand. How you put your everything into something, and to a common man, you can still be nothing more than a nigger. Let that sink in. Make that make sense. To a common man, and the population is small, I don't speak for everybody, but to the common man, you'll be nothing more than a nigger, a monkey, but you've done 10 times more than the next person. But by looking at you, just simply looking at you, they don't know that. And even if they did, I don't think it'll freaking matter. I've met a lot of awesome people, and I am thankful for every single person that I've ever encountered. I've sat in council with Caucasian ministers, and that's been the closest to someone that I have probably ever been to that point in a long time. I had a first sergeant that was deeply rooted in the faith that would sit and would talk to me, Caucasian man, one on one. And that was the closest that I had ever been to someone in quite some time. It was all about relation. That's what we need. I'm not pleading for it. Like I told you in episode 1, if I can just reach one person, if one person can absolutely understand my heart and where I'm coming from, then guess what? If I die tomorrow, I have done my job. I've done my duty. I've done my due diligence. That's all that really truly matters to me. And a lot of people will come look, watch, disagree with everything I have to say. That's okay. You're just not for me. That's fine. I know who I am. I know exactly who I am. A few years ago, if you asked me who I was, I couldn't tell you. But I know who I am. And I know the vision that I would like to see for the world. But who am I to say this is how I want the world? It takes more than me. That's why I say if I can reach the heart of one person, if one person can believe what I'm saying or buy into what I'm saying, take to heart what I'm saying, I've done my job. I'm good. Those are my views. That's how I feel. I'm going to leave you with something. Whether you're a veteran, civilian, active, reservist, guard, whatever the case may be, ask yourself, is your duty and obligation to this country rewarding or not? I'm asking for a friend. Who the fuck am I?